pulse. My word, this is so fun. How did you feel about it? You pretty much did every pulse.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. That's why
I think at this, it's indicated at 120, and that's about what you did, I think. I think you almost have to do every pulse with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it right to break it up into 3 and 2, like on the 5/4? Or should I try to be doing the 5? At one point I did the 5/4. I thought, maybe that's okay. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's important to, as the conductor, to decide, you know, whether it's in a group of 3 here and 2 there, whether it's 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you think of your vertical plane, crossing the vertical plane at the point where you've divided it. So if it's, let's see, marvelous, like the very first full measure, marvelous, marvelous.
Okay.
Is how I would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I would do my 3 plus 2s. The 7s, I would essentially do as a subdivided 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how I would do it.
Okay.
I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh, that takes some practice. Okay.
Yeah. There are different ways to skin a cat, but sorry, that's a really bad phrase. But anyway, that's how I go about that. But essentially, if you just make sure that you have in your own mind divided up each, you know, if it's a 7 bar, if it's 3 plus 2 plus 2, or whatever it is, that you change direction at the place where you've divided into the next grouping. So that's why 1, 2, 3, if that's a 3 plus 2 plus 2, that I'm changing direction every time.
Oh, okay, so 1, 2, 3.
So if it's a 3 plus 2 plus 2, you're going 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and then change.
And then 4, 5, 6,
okay,
7.
change direction. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that essentially becomes a subdivided 3 pattern. And then the 5/4s become a...
Paul, is it ever acceptable just if you're sort of kind of confused with all of this to just have it be a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2?
Absolutely.
2?
Yep. If it's 3 plus 2 and you decide you want to conduct a 3 pattern and a 2 pattern, you can do that too. Yep.
And so that you're not thinking, you know.
Absolutely.
If
yep.
if you've got your undergraduate degree,
yep.
you haven't done a master's degree in conducting,
yep.
to get into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
yep.
it kind of turns your head upside down.
Yep.
So if you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 to show different accents on the different 2s.
Absolutely. The main thing is keep a pulse.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Which and I mean they followed you beautifully. Yeah. So you it's I think the way I described it is probably the clearest. And you know, especially, I hate to distinguish between instrumentalists and vocalists, but you know, instrumentalists are probably going to even rely on seeing those clear patterns even more than a vocalist would. We shouldn't say that.
I wanted to mouth the words too, but because he worked with Pam on not mouthing, I was kind of like, okay, I won't mouth. But in this, what do you think about that? I mean, should I have done more? You know, because you have to have so much tall.
Well, and you were mouthing some actually.
Okay. You
did that. I mean, you were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'd be curious to just have you start again and try to totally eliminate it. The mouthing.
Okay.
Yeah. Which it's so
you can do
hard.
it.
It is hard.
It is so hard to do. I mean, especially when you're thinking about so many other things. So again, don't beat yourself up if you do it. But yeah.
I
Okay, so
don't mouth and
I understand not mouthing the words, but like what she was saying, when she wants a tall vowel, can she imitate that?
Sure.
Or is that not good?
No, absolutely you can. Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my basic philosophy is anything that you actually know you're doing is okay. As soon as it becomes a habit and you don't realize you're doing it and you don't have any control over it, then you're in trouble. Which is why I think setting up that video camera is a great tool, because the video camera tells you everything you're doing that you don't know you're doing. When I watch my golf swing, there's 10 things I see at least that I think, I had no idea I was doing that. It's just the way it is for any of these kinds of activities. The video camera tells all, and we don't always know. Now, you know, if you know you're always mouthing the words, then I'd probably still say try not to do it. But you know, usually we mouth the words and we don't realize we're doing it. And so that's the time where you really need to think, okay, I got to really deal with this, so that I use it purposefully. Yeah. So that if there's a time where I definitely want a round vowel, you know, then I can go. And all of a sudden they go, oh, a round vowel. We need to do that. But if every time they sing an O vowel, I go, and I keep doing that, then they're going to go, oh, well, big deal. She's mouthing the words. Who cares?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think you're exactly right. There are times when you can do that, and then it can be really effective when you do it. Yeah. So just for kicks, do the first few bars again.
Okay.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Duct tape on my mouth.
But as you're trying not to do it, do you, and people are different, do you sense any difference in hearing? Maybe not. I mean, you're such a pro that you're going to hear it regardless. But
I don't know. I guess I did pay
I think you
attention.
were more expressive.
Was I?
In your conducting.
When I wasn't
As soon as
mouthing.
you stopped, because you started mouthing right away.
Yeah, I know I did. Yeah. Like to my kids.
You
Yeah.
know.
yeah.
That's good. It's a good point to.
And the other thing you might think about too is, and again, it's not a habit with you, but occasionally the knees are bending at times when they probably don't need to.
Yeah.
And it'd be even more effective with your great-looking gesture to just focus it all right there.
Okay.
But you know that those when I'm talking to young conductors, I oftentimes too say, you know, there are times when you practice your conducting, I think, that you should forget about patterns, forget about focus of where the gesture should be, and just dance the music. Just get into a room all by yourself and go, great and glorious, da-da-dee, and dance all over and let your knees do whatever they want.
I want to do that.
And be expressive with your whole body. Not that you're going to carry all that then back into your gesture, but I think allowing your body that freedom to really move, and you know, like Laura, oh my goodness, talked about last night. You know, that idea of the singers moving and us just moving to music.